All right, y'all. Took a little bit of a break. Work been kicking my ass, but I'm back and we're gonna go hard to start off April with another manga haul, the first one of the month. With everything I got to read, it might be one or two. I ain't gonna say the only one because I know me, but I'm gonna say one or two. So let's get it cracking. Let's get into this, and I'm gonna show you what I got. This time, I'm a little more intentional with what I bought, and rather than a lot of one through fours, first volumes, I went all in, and I committed to two series in particular that I'm gonna show y'all tonight. And we got some comics too. So let's get into it. We got some heat, y'all. It's getting hot, y'all. I'm gonna just open all this up off camera because I don't really like how it looks when I'm struggling with boxes. So yeah. Man, I don't even know where I want to start with this. Oh shit. Okay. Actually, we're gonna start it off. So I went to Barnes and Nobles, I wanna say this past Monday. Might have been like March 30th, March 31st. I forget what the date was. But I went there. I went after work, and I wasn't really looking for anything, but I had like $10 in rewards. So I said, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna just go there. I'm gonna just look around. I'm gonna check it out. You know me. Of course, I gotta buy something. So I got this thick ass bag, and you know what? I'm gonna just start with this. Okay, so since these are just continuations of what I'm reading, I'm gonna get this out the way first. I got JJK volume 29. I am almost complete on that, and I never read the end of JJK. Back in the day when I was like reading it on my phone, I think I got up until when Sukuna stole Megumi's body. That's a spoiler, but JJK finished so long ago, I don't even care. I got it to there, and I kind of just stopped. And even on my shelf, I only have 22 and 26 through now 29, which I am gonna complete the series. I'm gonna get it all, but I just wanted to like stay up to date because it was kind of weird the way I was buying it. I wasn't into manga for a while. If you follow my socials, you'll see that I started up back again in December. But yeah, I got this one right here, and I'm really actually excited for volume 30 because I'm gonna pre-order the Barnes and Noble exclusive cover for that. So I don't really know if I'm gonna get both, but I'm definitely getting that exclusive cover. Next we got Blue Lock volume 23. Man, if once again, if you follow my socials, you'll know that Blue Lock holds a really special place in my heart, because I talked about this before. My son, he bought me a volume of that for Christmas, and it kind of like restarted my whole manga buying journey. So I'm really heavy locked in on this right now. This volume, they're still in the middle of a Neo Egoist match, and the where it left off in 22, it was just getting hot. It was really just getting heated up, and this one I'm going to continue it. The only thing that I don't like about Blue Lock manga is it'll be so fast paced. You'll be locked into it, and you'll get to like a page where there's like this much left, and that'll be the end of the volume. But the rest of it is like a side story. I hate that, man. That's my one thing about Blue Lock that I can't really stand, because I want more, and I might not feel like going buy more right now. But I guess that's how they selling it. Next, we got Chosen X volumes 3 and 4. These I had 1 and 2, and I made shorts and Instagram and TikTok posts with reviews about them. But this story really has my attention right now, especially after volume 2. If you read volume 2, that whole baseball ordeal, that's what sealed it for me, because I was kind of like on it. I was really kind of like on it for a while. But that whole baseball ordeal and the backstory, I'm not trying to say too much because you might have not read it. Excuse me. But that really sealed the deal for me as far as storytelling, the power system, power scaling. I didn't really think that there were Chojans with that kind of power and could do those type of things. But seeing that, how that went down, it really showed me that there's kind of no bounds to what can happen in this series, depending on who the Chosen is. And to be honest with you, Sue Ishida is one of my favorite mangaka. I love Tokyo Ghoul. It holds a very special place in my heart, and Unravel is one of the best OSTs of all time. Next, we got Windbreaker volumes 1 and 2. This, I wanted to break the mold with this one. I liked Tokyo Revengers. I think I talked about this before. I liked Tokyo Revengers. I just hated how the main character was a crybaby. It was getting on my nerves. It was tearing me up. I couldn't really focus on it. So the thing about this is, it's also like a delinquent series where there's fights between high schools and all that. But the main character in this one, it's way more straightforward. You know, it's okay for boys to cry, but he's not just crying the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what kept me. As far as, I think I saw like 5 episodes, and then that's when I decided I was gonna buy it. That's what kept me to say, oh, I want to see how this story plays out. You know, Tokyo Revengers was kind of supernatural as far as the whole plot, and I loved the fights, and I loved the delinquent action and all that. But like I said, all the crying wasn't for me. This one right here, though, straight up action mixed with slice of life, and sometimes it's really just a pure vibe. So this is a vibe. So I had to pick these up because they had 1, 2, 3, and then I think the next one was like 6 or something. So I got 1 and 2. Now this ties into what I was just talking about with Chosen X. Sue Ishida is one of my favorite mangakas. I read Tokyo Ghoul all the way through. I watched it. I didn't really like how the anime ended, and I preferred the way the manga handled it, but that's the original source material. Now, I knew there was a sequel for so long. I tried to watch it. I did not like the anime at all. So I gave the manga a try. I read the first couple chapters online, and the way it's drawn and the way the story is told in the manga, maybe it's because I can pace it myself, but I had to get it. It was right there, so I had to get Tokyo Ghoul Rei, or Tokyo Ghoul Re, however you say it. This was a must grab for me. I got 1 and 2. The only thing that I don't like is, maybe you can see it, this one was bent a little bit, but I said I gotta get this. This was actually the first time I had a basket in Barnes and Nobles, but you know, I had to grab this. I was just flipping through it, and let me just grab something. Just grab a little page. Let me just grab a little page out of there. Like that. The anime handled this animation so badly where it wasn't terrible, but I hated it. I really did not like it at all. So I decided normally when I know of a series and I see it on the shelves, I'll pick it up and I'll flip through to see if I'm digging the art. And I already know I like the story. I want to see how Kaneki's story continues. So I had to grab these. This was a must grab. Like I said, I had the $10 in rewards, so I was going to use that. So this right here, this is the Barnes & Noble stack. Hello. I actually got the receipt right here. I spent $113 in Barnes & Nobles on this. Money well spent, but something in me said, if I'm gonna go big, I'm just gonna go home. Wait, I said that wrong. Something in me said, I'm either gonna go big or I'm gonna just go home. So now we gonna get in the meat and potatoes. I bought those from Barnes & Nobles, and I said, yo, my compulsive spending habit said this is not enough. So what did I do? I had to hit up Amazon. And this taught me something that I knew, but I really sat and looked at it this time. If I'm gonna buy a series in bulk and not do box sets, I either need to stick with my eBay, but sometimes eBay is good for starting off a series, but let's say I buy 1 through 6, it's gonna be hard for me to find 7 through whatever. Like, nobody's really selling 7 to XYZ. So if I'm gonna go bulk on a series, I need to go to Amazon. So I went Amazon on the books, y'all. I went Amazon on the books. So we gonna just get into all this. I'm gonna show you this, and hopefully you just don't judge me, because I got a problem and I don't want help. So I said I was being more intentional and I was getting this stuff in bulk, and I had to do it big, man. I had to go I had to go Windbreaker Volume 4. Wow. Volume 5. Wow. Oh shit. That's out of order, but Volume 3. Wow. Volume 6. Volume 7. Look at how they display these characters, man. Volume 8. Damn. Volume 9. Shit. I said it and I did it. I was not playing when I said I was gonna start collecting Windbreaker, man. I like to call it Windbreakers. I don't care. I like to call it Windbreakers. I mean, I love this. What I saw, it's very easy for me to know if I want a series or not, because I don't like everything. And when I saw this anime, I said, all right, let me check out the manga. And that's what I did. Let me put it all together for y'all. So all in all, we got Windbreakers, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was not playing. Hold on though, cause I'm absolutely not done. 100% not done. Now, this I grabbed in bulk too. You saw me pull out Tokyo Ghoul, right? Well, here we go. Volume 3. I'ma just say, I don't even gotta say nothing about these covers, man. I don't even have to say nothing. Volume 4. Don't judge me because Volume 5 said it was going to be here April 26th through March 7th, and I don't really have time for that. So I'm going to get that after I read it online. Volume 6. And I got all of this off of Amazon, man. I know everybody hates. They hate on Amazon. They say that the books come damaged. I personally, I believe you, but I have never, ever, not even once received a damaged book from Amazon. And I used to work at Amazon, so when I would put the books from the robot into the box, little bin, I would handle it with care. I don't know what state you live in, but in Connecticut, I was taking care of it. But we got volume 7. Bang. Man. Stop playing, man. Volume 8. And I think this is actually the only volume I paid full price for. It's the only one that was $14.99. The rest of them, 30% off. Check the spine. Black is my favorite cover, so this might be my favorite cover out the bunch. We got Volume 9. Volume. Look at Kaneki. Screaming again. But wait, y'all. We still not done. We not done. I knew this was coming out 2 months ago. I had this pre-ordered 2 months ago. I had to go pre-order on Sunken Rock. This just came out. I wasn't going to no store. I wasn't going to do none of that. I went straight Amazon on it. I got this for $17.99. MSRP is $22. Say whatever you want. I paid for Prime. I'm going to use it. Check this. It's brand new. Came sealed. Shrink wrap still on it. This is going to be on the shelf until I get to it. Sealed. Shrink wrap on it. I believe this is made. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's made by the same person who did the art for Dr. Stone. I heard that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I love Dr. Stone. I actually need to collect that too. So if it is, it's by him, and if it's not, it's not. Hold on though, cause I am still not done. After all that, I took a trip to my local comic book store, Alternate Universe in New Haven. I'm gonna shout you out, even though we can't even look inside the books, can't breathe on the books, can't touch the books unless you want to buy it. I don't know what you got going on, but you've been like that since I was a kid, so I'm gonna give you a pass. I had to go. After I finished Absolute Batman, I said I want to see more of the universe. So I had to go Absolute Green Lantern. And we got some representation on this joint. Black Lantern. No, I love the Black Lanterns. And check out this back, man. Alien looking crazy. You got Shorty ore farming in the back. I saw online that a lot of people didn't really like Absolute Green Lantern because they said it was kind of mystery-ish, not so action-paced so far. But you know what? I'm gonna give this a try and read it for myself because I know that critics in the community can be very harsh sometimes. So I don't want to just go off of reviews. I want to see if I like it. I liked Absolute Batman and I like the Lanterns. So I'm gonna check this out. Finally, I had to go Daredevil, The Dark Art. This is a thick ass book. Forgive my language. This one, I saw a lot of good reviews about this run of Daredevil. Basically, Matt Murdock, he loses a case, and there's a new villain in town that pops up, and at all his crime scenes, he turns all of his victims into pieces of art. I'm guessing statues. I didn't see it yet, but knowing Daredevil is probably not going to be some weird power where he turned them into paintings and nothing like that. But I loved Daredevil growing up. I didn't watch any of the live action shows, but I for sure want to get to this. After all my manga, I want to get to this, and I'm saving this. I'm saving this one. The villain's name is Muse. If any of y'all know anything about that, you could drop it down below in the comments. But I'm very, very, very excited for this. I think this might be actually the most expensive single purchase. This was like $26 or something. But to be honest with you, it's well worth it. It compiles most of this run, if not all of it. I may have to go Marvel Ultimate to see some of what's in the beginning of it, but I believe from what I read, what's compiled in here is where that villain starts, and it's his whole run. So it's not really like I'm missing anything, but I'm kind of a completionist sometimes, so I might just have to go back through Marvel Ultimate and get that done. All right. Well, this is my first haul of April. I got a lot of things to get through and I got a lot of shit to read, which means that I'm going to be reading every minute that I can. I'm not playing no games this month. I'm trying to get back on my content grind, get that ball rolling again because I was in a slump for a little bit. But as you can see, I'm back again and I'm coming in hot. So I hope you enjoyed this haul as much as I did. As you can see, I'm very, very excited, very animated. This is not even my personality for real, but I'm ready to read this and I'm ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe for more, and I'm out, y'all.